Right now, we're going to have a speaking club session about food. Hopefully, this video will be useful to you and it will give you a really good understanding of what my speaking club is like. Have fun! Alrighty. Hello! Hello, everyone!
Hi.
How are you doing?
Hi.
How are you doing?
Hey, everyone. Okay, fine. And you?
Pretty good. What about you, Tammy?
I'm fine. Hi.
Amira, good to see you today on Saturday.
Yeah. I don't know how did I think it's because I got used that the sessions are always by Friday. So I was preparing since yesterday.
Well, it's good to see you. Walt,
Yeah, thank you.
Unfortunately, is not joining us today. He gave me a heads up before the class. Fahad should be joining us at some point. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So today, who knows the topic?
Food, right?
Yep. And the first activity is the one we do sometimes, where we look at the pictures and we have to guess what it is about and what is the connection of the picture to the topic of the class. So let's start with Tammy and this first picture right here. I probably need to share my screen for that. Here you go. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what is this about?
Sorry, I can't pronounce this word. Recycle?
Recycling.
Recycling.
Right. What's the connection to the topic of today's class?
Well, probably when we buy some food, we must to divide the waste. Mm-hmm. Plastic with plastic, organic with organic.
Is this something you do personally?
Yes.
Not bad. What about you, Amira? Do you do that?
Not actually, not sure about that. Actually, even in the country I'm living here, they are not so much into recycling. So we don't have that. For example, trash is divided into different types of waste. No, so we just throw the trash and without even picking, like or dividing each things. Yeah. We're still there.
What about Moscow? How does that work in Russia?
Sorry, we have bins like this, but usually it's about like different shapes of this. I don't know, like a hole where you throw rubbish, like for paper, for bottles. But usually it's just about the lid with different, hollow. Like holes, I think, yeah, for the rubbish. But usually it's like one bin inside and everything goes just to one bin.
Oh, so does that mean that in your area they have single stream recycling facilities where it's all in one place and then they separate it? Or you don't know?
No, I'm not sure. Usually it's about like here you put bottles, here's for plastic, here it's for paper, here is for like other things. But usually it's about just the cover. And usually there's like one huge bin. And usually it's just about the picture, maybe because, to show that they care.
All right.
But in reality, they don't.
I get the point. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Amira.
Okay, so I think it's about delivery here, which is very common now. Ordering food from your house, your room even, and just waiting for it to get there. And I think it's the connection between technology and food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is how can I say that? Which is very good thing, actually, very positive thing, because nowadays you can order whatever you want. Okay, today I'm lazy, I don't want to cook, I don't want to do anything, so I'll just be in bed and order whatever I want, and it will get in there in 15 minutes maybe, or something like that, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's really convenient. I do that a lot when I live overseas, and the reason is because it's much cheaper. I can't afford to get food delivered that often in the States. But when I lived, for example, in Colombia, I did it like almost every day. How does it work in your life, Dasha?
Usually we'll order something when we get our salary, so it's like a day when you feel yourself rich.
Celebrate.
Celebration of our tiny lives. But usually it's usually it's just like once a month, I think.
I feel the sentiment of depression there. Our tiny lives.
Yeah, a little note.
What about you, Tammy?
I order at weekend, probably because I don't want to cook. So maybe if you go out with your friends and you are, I don't know, visiting anybody, I probably use Rappi or Pedido Ya here in Argentina.
Rappi, yeah, that's the one I used in Colombia all the time. They do like everything. It's actually pretty awesome. Okay, cool. The next picture is for Dasha. Let me pick one for you. Let's do this one.
So it's about the fast, I think. So we celebrate something. Usually we lead a table and we cook a lot. So usually it's for our birthdays, Christmas, New Year, I think, like the biggest holidays. And usually you're like feel bloated after everything and you have very cool breakfast the next day. Usually you put up like 6 kilos while holidays, and then you're waiting for another year for another holiday.
Yep. I can definitely relate to that. Turkey, is that something you guys have for like different holidays or not?
For us, it's chicken, usually.
Right.
With potato.
Mm-hmm. Right. I remember when I was living in Ukraine, I really wanted to find a turkey for Thanksgiving. But the problem was that all the turkeys were like just enormous. Like,
chopped.
No, just like enormous. It would not fit in my oven. So I ended up like spending the whole day trying to find one. And then I ended up buying a chicken. And then my oven didn't work and I broke it because I was so mad and I hit it with my foot. Oh, it was one hell of a day. Yeah. So what about holidays in your countries, like in Tunisia or in Oman, Amira? How do people celebrate? Is it also about a huge like feast or not?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Well, I was just discussing this with my husband. It's like, why all the holidays, even religious one, are always related to food? And I think it's in every religion. It's not only in Islam, Christian also same thing. It's like, for example, tomorrow will be the like for you, you have the Christmas. So for us Muslim, we have the day of birth of our Prophet. So usually, not all the Muslim countries would do something special on food, but for us, Tunisia, we celebrate that like deeply,
religiously.
Yeah, and we have this certain. It's not pudding, but I will say it looks like pudding, and we usually only cook it for that special day. So and it's done with one grain that is not really common in all countries, but we have it in Tunisia, and here in Oman I can't have it. I can't find it. So my husband was pretty frustrated that I can't cook this dish for for this year, because I can't have the same. I can't get the same grain that it's made with. So yeah, usually all it's not it's not it's not all it's not even almost, it's all the celebration, especially in religion, they are associated to feasts and to food.
Yeah, right. I totally agree with that. What does Tammy think? How's it in Argentina? Do you also have a ton of food for holidays?
Yes, yes, and we usually eat asado, which is like a barbecue, but it's completely different because we have a lot of meat, chicken, chorizo is the same in English.
Yeah, like a type of sausage. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, we eat a lot.
I usually really dread holidays for that reason, because I know I'm going to gain so much weight. It's so frustrating. Dasha, please.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Tammy. Tammy, have you ever heard anything about fake sardinas? Because my friend's mom cooked it for me in Chile. She just fried pots from peas, just shells from peas, and she called it fake sardinas. Maybe just they wanted to get rid of me, or is it just a real dish?
Oh, and what is the name in Spanish?
I'm not sure. My friend told me something like sardinas, fake sardinas.
I don't know. No, but maybe it's related with an area because I live near the Atlantic, so my.
But it wasn't a fish.
Eh?
It wasn't a fish. It was like a shell from peas.
I don't know. Maybe it's no, I can't.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know because
I couldn't find it on the internet, so I thought maybe they didn't want to spend money on me.
I'm going to ask my mom because
it was trash. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to text you through Instagram.
Well, are you sure you want to do it? Because maybe they did try to get rid of Dasha. Maybe she doesn't need to know it.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it doesn't exist.
Yeah. Live in a bubble to tell my friends.
Right. Okay, let's look at one more each. So let's say this one. Let's do Amira.
With the donut thing?
Yeah.
Well, I can say that she's feeling guilty because of eating the donut. She's getting a little bit fatter, but still she cannot resist to that sin.
The temptation.
I think I'm living the struggle these days. It's like I'm not on diet anymore, and I'm just every day the cheat day. So I can feel the guiltiness that she's feeling now.
Yeah, I wish I were like, oh, really? Oh, that sucks. I don't know how that feels, but I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
I have had so much fudge in the last month that I haven't had this much my whole life, probably. So,
Also
feeling the same way. Anything to add about guilty pleasures like that, Tammy?
I think that maybe she's working out because she wants to eat that guilty food, junk food.
It could be.
I think I probably when I know that I'm going to eat a lot, I try to work out before.
That's funny because I mean it's probably really good for your health, but the amount of calories you're likely to burn is definitely not as much as you're going to get from food. So Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, I get her point. It's like she will work out more. So even though the amount of calories she will get, it's okay. I already compensated in another way. So yeah, that's a very good point, Tammy.
What about Dasha?
It's like a vicious circle. Like you eat and you see your reflection, you're not satisfied, and you eat again to eat up your stress. So it's like something very hard to break.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's not a very healthy from a psychological point of view thing. So let's see what Fahad can tell us about foods that he thinks he shouldn't eat much, but he does. What are some things you eat a lot that you shouldn't?
Burgers.
I remember you said something about chocolate that you were hiding from your brother.
Yeah. Yeah, I still remember the story.
It's not on
Oh,
camera,
you were
Fahad.
making secrets.
Your brother is gonna see it and he's gonna know everything.
Look, I have a problem with lose my weight because of this thing. I'm good. I'm good on all the day, but at the end of the day, I go up to my brother's room and eat what I can.
Okay, here's the question that I have. Very serious question. When is your brother going to figure out what's happening and finally stop putting chocolate in the same place?
He told me he will put a lock.
He should.
Yeah, because sometimes I go to his room. I was asleep, yeah, and for I don't know how, but some angel, maybe some devil wake me and just tell me go to your brother's room and eat chocolate. And sometimes he saw me like, what do you want? Not I opened what is this, Tina?
The drawer?
The drawer and take what I eat.
You can say that you were possessed.
Yeah, I told my mom, I bought this chocolate. Some of them very expensive because that I bought 3-4 pieces, and he came to me at the night and he eat all of them. So
I could not live with a person like your brother because I can control myself as long as I can't basically I cannot have things like that just sitting around. If I have chocolate somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So yeah. Are you the same way, Tammy?
Absolutely, yes.
Do you?
But maybe he's doing that on purpose. It's like because I'm pretty sure that he already noticed that. It's not possible that he will not notice. So maybe he's like treating you good, Fahad. He's spoiling you or something like that.
Aww.
Or maybe he wants to see you more fat. That's the thing.
Maybe people tell him that his brother just looks more attractive than he does, so he's like, I'm just gonna make Fahad fat.
yeah, he's starting to buy candies more than chocolate. So at first he liked candies, and second, I will eat chocolate. So to buy that kind of chocolate, I don't like it.
It's funny because I could eat almost anything that is sweet, but ice cream, I don't dislike it, but I'm not obsessed with ice cream. So whenever my boyfriend buys ice cream, there is a 50% chance that I might actually not eat it. So it's like it's the gray
He
area.
likes dark chocolate, and he knows I don't like it. So yeah.
So he will buy the milky one, the milk chocolate.
No, he likes dark chocolate, and I don't.
So he will not buy something for you, like
Yes.
something you like. Okay, so I don't think that's a point. My point is true.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. What about this one, Tammy, the one in the bottom?
Oh well, of course. But what is popcorns?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
I think that-
popcorn.
Because people eat some. There are some containers that they have chicken,
Oh,
but I think that is popcorns.
I think
No,
so.
I love popcorns. Yes, when you're watching a movie or go to the cinema, I always eat popcorns. I don't know why when I travel to the US, there aren't sweet popcorns, and I know it's terrible for me because salty popcorns, no, they are disgusting.
Caramel. You can find
I
caramel.
need sugar.
Caramel popcorn.
Say again?
There's the caramel popcorn, right, Tammy? That's what you like?
Yes.
We have it.
Okay, take this question.
No, but I don't. But here, and I know that in Chile, they are different. There are a different kind of popcorns.
Okay, so you're.
We don't add nothing like push and put some, I don't know, butter or whatever. They are candy. They are like candies. Yes.
That is just weird for me, but I would definitely try that. Do you have like a big variety of popcorn, Dasha?
As far as I remember, there's just salty, caramel, and maybe just sweet popcorn.
Just sweet without any flavor?
Yeah, without this caramel shell, just sweet.
Okay. Fahad, do you ever go to the movies?
Yeah, I went yesterday to the theater to watch the last year's James Bond. Yeah, look, take this good recipe. Buy salty popcorn. Okay. In one hand, take a bite with the salty popcorn, and the second hand, bite of Snickers, and mix it together in your mouth. Wow, it's amazing.
And get a heart attack.
You sure?
Food pervert.
That should be illegal. That should be like legit illegal.
I'm always doing it.
Okay, cool. Let's look at this one. And Fahad, this one is for you.
Mm-hmm. What?
This one.
Okay. To describe the picture?
Yeah, what's the connection with the topic? Food. What do you think it means?
Yeah, some people like to eat like any meal with when they doing their works. Yeah, I'm not like this person to eat and to doing my work, but I can't say I'm doing this if I am watching a movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I eating on my bed.
Really? You don't get any like I don't know. I just only at a hotel do I eat in my bed because otherwise I just feel I don't know, like not my fox is the dirty one, you know? Like it, what about you guys? What do you think this picture means? Do you agree with Fahad or maybe you have any other ideas? Amira?
I think it's the evil version of the food. It's like, yay, we are here to make your life. Yes, it's true that you like us, but we will definitely be, especially junk food. We will definitely be, I don't know, ruining your life, ruining your body. Let's say. So it's the evil the evil spirit of the food, yeah, especially with the faces.
That's an interesting point. I do think though that it's like blaming guns for violence. People should be blamed. Yeah. So I think here it's sort of the same. Dasha, please.
Maybe it's about the common belief that fast food is always unhealthy, but if you eat something like this just once per month in a sensible amount, everything will be fine. You won't die.
Absolutely.
Nothing will happen.
The dose makes the poison. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But will you really stick to the one time per month? Can you really have that will?
Yeah, like if you prescribe
this time, this month, I will not take it again.
Can you, Dasha?
Yeah, usually it's like one box of shrimps and Burger King or something for me, and one pocket of French fries, just once per month.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Everyone is like, can you control yourself this well, Tammy?
Well, with pizza, no.
Yeah.
But with Burger King, Wendy's, or the other brands of junk food, which I don't like it. I rather eat them.
I think it's the same for me. What about you, Fahad?
Yeah, like
Can
big fries.
the only type of fries that are really good are from Chick-fil-A. They are. Oh, let me show you. Let me see how I can move this thing. Okay. Look at these. Okay, I don't like fries in general, but these ones are amazing. They're called waffle fries. Today is my first day when I'm supposed to stop eating junk food. But this topic of the speaking club is really not helping.
That's why you chose this the topic.
Yeah, I guess I didn't put too much thought into it. Anyways, so eating out. We talked about food deliveries. What about eating out? Do you tend to eat at home or do you tend to eat out more? Remember, you can raise your hands. Yeah. Dasha.
The last experience, it was something about like a sushi bar and kids were yelling, and I said that it was the last time I'm eating out because I'm just crazy about kids at work, and then I see them like somewhere, like they're just behaving very like misbehaving. So I just decided maybe it would be better to order something home and watch something. And it's like everywhere in cinemas and cafes, and people are like rude here. So I don't know. I decided to be at home and isolate.
Yeah, that's understandable. I have a friend who stopped going to movie theaters because she's fed up with people being on their phones and like talking loudly. She's like, it's no longer enjoyable for me. So I get that.
Pushing your chair.
Yeah, that's really annoying. What about you, Tammy?
Oh, well, I think that before this pandemic, COVID experiences, I love to go out for dinner, but now I think that is very stressful because you need to book, you need to wait a lot of time, there are people waiting for table or whatever, so I prefer eating at home.
It's an interesting perspective. For me, it's the opposite. It's like you're getting out. It's like something different that you're doing. I really like that. Amira, do you like to go out? To eat out?
Yeah, I like, but I don't do it that often. It's like maybe only on weekends, and not for eating. It would be coffee, cafe, or something. So, but I usually prefer to order and get the delivery by home, especially that I have a very good view in my flat. So I don't think any other any other restaurant will give me the same view. So for me, it's enough.
Right. The previous apartment I lived in here in the same area had the view of the Pentagon. So you could literally see DC, and it's like really close. It's like a 5-minute walk. So it was just amazing. So I understand. Fahad, do you prefer to eat at home or to eat out?
Yeah, for me, I prefer to eat out, but I am in diet now, so I've had subscription
Mm.
the restaurant. So my off day on the weekend, like Friday, so 1% I will eat out.
Right. That I can relate to that. I also receive this food, so 2 meals per day, because I don't always have enough time to cook. So sometimes I do that. Sometimes I just meal prep myself because it's much cheaper and I can get much better quality of food and higher protein. Have you ever meal prepped? Can anyone explain what that is to make sure everyone understands?
You mean cooking meals and preparing it like for example, if you will take it for lunch at your work or something like that? That's what you mean?
Yes, almost. Usually meal prepping implies cooking a lot and sometimes freezing it. Either you can cook for a week.
Yeah, I do that very often.
Um,
Yeah, every weekend because I would be coming back from work, but not too late. But for me, I would be pretty tired to start cooking. So I would be preparing since the weekend, and especially I would be preparing a big quantity because, as you said, it's for me and for my husband. So yeah. So that it will make it definitely make life easier,
yeah,
especially after work.
yeah, absolutely. And it also reduces the chance that you're just going to say, hell with it. I'm just going to go and buy food, so you can really save and control
Yeah.
yourself better. Okay, now, Amira, choose number 1 or number 2.
1.
Tammy, 1 or 2?
One.
Okay, well, you don't get to choose Fahad and Dasha. Sorry. So I'm gonna show you a picture right now. I want to hear. Give me a second to share my screen with you guys. Here we go. Okay. Pros and cons of cooking from scratch at home. So Amira and Tammy are going to say that it's great, it's amazing, this is what you should be doing. And Fahad and Dasha should say, no, it's terrible, you shouldn't cook at home from scratch. There are other options that are better, and explain why.
Only to check scratch, you mean the book of recipes? Recipe book?
No.
What do you mean by scratch?
Anyone can explain what it means to do something from scratch?
From zero.
It's like without even having a recipe?
It does not imply using or not using a recipe. It just means you have all the ingredients. So basically, you don't use something that is already pre-cut or pre-mixed. You don't use anything that has been already put together in some way.
Okay. So you will prepare like from zero.
Exactly, just like Fahad said. That was a great description. Mm-hmm. Who's ready to start?
No, me? Okay. Takes a long time. You'll waste your time. Maybe it'll be this bad dish because sometimes you'll put something wrong and your mind tells you it's good. Your hand will like onion smell, garlic. Also, will smell very bad. Maybe this chicken is expired, so also the beef get like black color because it's still a long time in the fridge.
Maybe you'll die.
At the end, very mess in the kitchen. You will need to clean the dishes, the stove, and you know how the stoves smell, yeah?
I think you're gonna like.
You got by the point of washing dishes. My God, Fahad.
Amira, remember, you have to say you have to say that this is amazing. So think.
Here it's like.
At the end, you need the review from your family. It's good, so your family will be in trouble if they didn't say that.
Can ruin your family.
A little bit of money and get meals and a good package.
Okay. You have 1,000 great ideas. That's amazing. Let's see if you left anything for Dasha to say.
Okay. Yeah, for example, you will have to heat up your food which you have already prepared, and the taste will be different because, boiled potato, for example, or chicken, so it would be different, I think. Also, you just live once, and maybe it would be better to eat somewhere out and see other people and have better memories about your life, not just staying at home and cooking and wasting your time on something like a daily routine.
Dasha is always really good at it doesn't matter whether she actually agrees, she can always come up with really good points. That's amazing. Let's see what Amira and Tammy have to say. Who's first?
Oh my God.
Where's my support?
Okay, so I think it's a pretty good thing because if cooking is your passion, you will definitely enjoy preparing the meal from the start. Because you will be choosing your own vegetables or your own ingredient, so you will really know the quality of the ingredient you will be putting. Also, you will be the one controlling how can I say, the level that everything is cooked. It's not too much cooked. It's not the exact level that you need. You will definitely know what this meal contains. It's not, because sometimes when we are taking vegetable, for example, in cans or something, it's you don't know what is there, if it's a good quality of vegetables or not. But here you will be choosing that, and you will be really sure about the meal that you just prepared, in a healthy way, let's say.
Just one quick remark. I'm not picking sides, but it's a real struggle in most places, not really in the States, but in other countries that I've traveled to. When you tell them, for example, when I order a steak and I say, "Well done, please," it's usually medium rare. So I love the point about you control to which level it's cooked.
Yeah.
Tammy, what can you add?
Well, you can learn because when you smell some ingredients, you know what match, what of them match, and you can, I don't know, do a better meal than, I don't know, in a restaurant. Because, as Amelia said, we don't know what we are eating. We know which ingredients we put on that meal. So if I want to put more, I don't know, potatoes, more pepper, I know that the quantity will be the right for me.
Yeah, exactly.
When I order meals, meal deliveries, that's my main complaint. There are certain things I don't like or certain amounts that I'm not comfortable with. So that's pretty interesting. Fahad and Dasha, do you have anything to say to what they just mentioned?
Yeah, I think you can find eventually a trustworthy place where you can go, like a chef maybe who you will trust, and maybe figure out what ingredients you're allowed to eat or not. And by the way, like you have to fiddle with fish or meat like all the time, buy it and work with blood and guts and everything. And sometimes some ingredients are very expensive, like caviar. So you won't be able to buy like the whole tin, but you will be able to go to a restaurant and eat the small amount and pay just for it. So you don't have to just save up to buy this kind of ingredient which you would like to try.
Anything to say to that?
I think regarding the expensive ingredient, you will never find it cheaper if you will eat it in a restaurant. It's the exact opposite. If you will take, for example, I'll give an example. It's not even true, but let's say, for example, you will buy salmon for, I don't know, when the fillet, for example, for $100, and you will buy it, you will cook it yourself. But if you will go to the restaurant, you will find not the same fillet for $150, for example. So no, usually it's not very accurate, the expensive thing.
Yes,
Because they would know that the restaurants, they would know that it's that expensive outside, so they will make the meal higher.
Tammy, please.
Yes, and when you go out, you have I don't know, you have the first dish, and then you have like, well, you want to eat with potatoes, with salad, and there are only few options. When you cook in your house, your options, you do it. You say, you know, if I want to eat, I don't know. I'm going to say something stupid. I don't know. Potatoes with, I don't know, jam and carrots. Well, I can do it. But in a restaurant, it's quite difficult.
That's a very good point. Fahad, do you have anything to say to that? To the fact that you can't always find the combinations that you want at restaurants?
I mean, if you will do your meal in your home, you will repeat for the recipe. Don't tell me you know 1,000 recipes. 4, 5 maximum.
No, you can always add your own touch.
So to say it's very easy, but when you do it, don't tell me like you're a professional. You will cut everything fast, and you will bring to me today's Chinese, tomorrow from Italy. Next. So yes, same as my mom. She knows like 6, 7, maximum 10 recipes. So she repeated all the week.
It's I think that you pointed out a few really good things, all of you actually. So I don't think it's black and white, like pretty much everything, right? There are some good things about cooking at home from scratch, and there are some great things about ordering food or buying pre-cooked food and things like that. So at this point, we'll agree to disagree if there are any disagreements left. And now, here's what I want you to look at. I'm gonna show you a picture. Here we go. Not this one. This one. Okay. My question is, what are some really weird foods that you have tried? Something not very traditional, maybe not traditional in some countries, but traditional in yours, or something that is really outrageous for most people. Have you tried anything from the list that I have here?
Yeah. Yeah, the fish. You know, snail and
I love it.
Snails or what?
Yeah, snails.
Had this one. This one right here is a snail. There's a dish called
I know.
escargot. It's
Yeah.
popular in France.
What's this? Yeah, it's like This one's like a cockroach.
This one right here?
Yes.
Who can tell me what it is?
Grasshopper.
Yes.
Grass.
It's a grasshopper. Give me a second. I need to move this. Okay. Let me show you more pictures. You definitely know.
He said cri 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 cri.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This thing.
The Kuwaitis eat this, and they boiling it and
Ugh.
eat it.
Have you had it?
In Asia, I think.
I don't, but my mom, my grandma know that.
When I was in Mexico about a month ago, I was at this market. I was waiting for some food there, and I'm like looking at the menu, and it's in Spanish and in English. And there was, I forget the Spanish word for grasshopper. I'm like, what the hell is that? Do you actually serve it? And they're like, yeah, look. And they show me there's like a big bowl, and it has a lot of fried grasshoppers. And he's like, you want to try? And I'm like, hell yeah. It was disgusting. I tried.
You tried. Oh my
Yeah.
Yes, and they sell it on the beach. So when you are trying to eat it, there are a lot of birds above you trying to eat.
Yeah. I just tried. I think the reason it was disgusting, well, first of all, the flavor was just really terrible, but also it was kind of sour, so that really didn't add to the taste. Would you ever try it, Dasha?
No, but maybe it would be weird for you guys. Maybe you remember haladiet is like boiled meat with vegetables and jelly. So maybe you can show them picture. So it's a bit weird.
Right. Yeah, a lot of people I know really despise it.
So it's like boiled meat and jelly with vegetables, and
I really don't like it. I'm looking at it.
yeah, especially this
Yeah.
one with egg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, would you try that, Fahad?
No.
Yeah, but it's like a king of all our table fests. Like on New Year, when you are drunk, it's like a very cool
Do you like it?
appetizer. Sorry?
Do you like it?
No, I'm vegetarian.
Ah, yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah, good for you.
Okay,
It's
what
made from what?
are some other things that exist in your country that people eat that are really like unacceptable in most societies?
The stripes.
What is?
There are mouse,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
cat, dog, snake.
I tried.
Also pig in Muslims country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Amira, please.
I don't know if there's an English name for that meat, but it's like the intestine of the sheep. The sheep, yeah, and then it will be it will be empty. They will empty it and clean it, and then they will stuff it with vegetables and rice. And this is in Tunisia. I'm talking about Tunisia.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? And also there will be meat, portions of lungs, portion of other intestine. So all of this stuffed inside the intestine itself. But I don't know if there's an English name for that dish.
No, it's not really like I know of its existence, and I think I've actually even tried it, but I don't think there is a special name for it in English. Yeah,
It is tasty, but many people don't like it. Even Tunisian people, there are many people who don't like it. But for me, I like it. It's tasty. I will not eat the intestine, but I will eat the stuffed thing inside.
Do you have something similar in Argentina, Tammy?
Yes, because all the part of an animal, we can eat all the part of the body, the intestine. We call them achuras, which is mean that you are going to eat in the stomach, the intestine or whatever.
Right.
But it's not my. I don't like it.
I really like liver, but I noticed, even though it's not really something I decided to do, but now I kind of feel like a little bit like, because my boyfriend keeps talking about how disgusting it is, and I think it has affected me because I love the flavor, but now I kind of feel a little bit disgusted. So I don't know.
It's very tasty, the liver. Why? Don't let him like change your opinion.
Yeah, it's not about something that I did consciously. Yeah, I don't want to change my opinion. I just noticed that sometimes I feel a little bit like, that's kind of gross. Even though I do love the flavor, and I know it's really good for you. There's a lot of protein and a lot of different vitamins. So, yeah. Okay, how much money would you need to eat dog meat? If you were offered, let's say, $1 million, would you eat it?
Never.
Like fried in your plate without seeing any preparations.
Yeah.
For $1 million. Of course, I have a mortgage. I have to leave somehow.
You know it is dog. Yeah.
Yes, you know.
Yeah, you would know that you will be eating dog.
Yeah.
You need to.
Yeah, and also I know my salary, so yeah, I will.
And drink alcohol to do it.
Yeah, why not?
Well,
and it depends if you want to swallow it or you to what is this, Tina?
Chew
it.
Mm-hmm. You have to chew it because the pieces are too big. It's like a big piece. It's gotta be. Tammy?
Well, my grandma told me that when she was in a countryside here in Argentina, she ate a cat, but she didn't know. And when she was eating the cat, she said, "Oh, this chicken is nice. I don't know. It's the best chicken that I ever eat in my life." And then somebody replies her, "No, it is a cat." And she was, "No, my God, I don't want to eat more."
Oh,
it was horrible.
Wow, can you imagine? Oh, it's crazy. Okay. Let me point out certain things right now. I'm gonna change what I'm sharing with you guys. Dash, I'm with you. I better spend like half of that money.
There were lots of things which I didn't want to swallow, but pills and things like this.
Sure, that's what you mean.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a second to type it up. Give me a second. That wasn't not intentional. I'm trying to do 10 things at the same time, and Okay, so we have 5 sentences here. Each of them has some mistakes. I need your help correcting them. So, what can you tell me?
There's no to after must.
Yes, thank you. Must do something. We do not say to.
Right.
Second point.
This is a very good thing.
Yes, Amir. Correct. The third thing. Fahad.
I am on.
Fahad.
On.
On, and then what? Yes.
Diet.
Correct. Good job, guys. Number 4.
I have a problem with losing weight.
Yes.
In losing weight or with losing weight?
With is good.
Okay.
And the last one.
I've
I've
ever eaten.
Yes.
Eaten. I've ever eaten.
Ever eaten, yeah.
Right. There are a couple more things I want to point out. The first one is to put up with versus to put on. What's the difference? What can we put up with and what can we put on?
Yeah, it's my mistake. To put up, it's like to bear something, endure maybe.
Yes, like tolerate
live with it, and put on weight.
Yes.
Yeah, I said and I felt that there was something wrong.
Mm-hmm. I knew you would notice. So yes, put up means tolerate, and put on is like gain. Then I'm going to show you something that is not technically incorrect, but there is a better way, a more natural way to phrase it. Well, it's not. Make sure that it's not cooked too much. What is a more natural way to phrase it?
It's not cooked excessively.
Enough.
You can say excessively. Enough is the opposite, but there is a better way. Anyone?
It's not cooked too much. It's like undercooked. No? I can't understand. Too much.
No,
overcooked.
Yes. Sorry. It's not overcooked. And the way you phrased it is correct, but this is better. It sounds more natural. Now, let's look at the pronunciation of the word there's a lot of confusion. I heard a lot. Who can tell me? Dasha, how do we pronounce this word?
I don't know this word.
Uh-huh.
What's this?
Intestine? Intestine?
Intestine. Intestine.
Yeah, me. Also me, I'm not that sure.
Intestine. It's
intestine.
It's like liver and everything inside.
Not everything.
Intestine.
It's a specific part. So here I'm going to post a picture of stuffed intestines so you can see.
It's what Amira were talking about.
Exactly. And then you see it? Kind of gross, but can taste good. And now there was something problematic with the word
ingredient.
Yes, that was the main problem, the stress, because someone said, oh no, sorry, that's what someone said. Someone said ingredients, but it's ingredients. Do you guys have any questions?
No.
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. It was fun, as always. I'll see you soon.
See you.
See you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.